So, I've spent most of my life searching for the truth. Not the kind you're told to believe, but the kind you can feel in every cell of your body. For years, I tried to make sense of religion, spirituality, and science, and none of them ever fully aligned with what I knew I felt deep down. So I started looking deeper, studying everything I could, and the more I learned, the more patterns I kept seeing in nature, physics, human emotion, energy, and it felt like downloads of information, one after another, synchronicities showing me the map to connect all of reality. I started writing a book for a long time, something that would hold all of it, but somewhere along the way I realized it wasn't meant to stay on paper. It is meant to be shared and spoken and built into a community and a place where the people who feel this can finally find each other. This is the beginning of that. I'm calling it a journey, not a lecture, not a doctrine, but a shared remembering. I want us to rise together. I want to awaken something in the people who were never satisfied with simple answers, and I want to create a space for those who see through the noise and know that something much greater is happening that we can feel. Even if this doesn't reach millions of people, I'm going to keep going, because this isn't about numbers. It's about resonance and finding my soul family, the people who will hear this and just know. So if you're here, you're meant to be. Welcome to what I've been building quietly, piece by piece, and this is where it begins. Here we go. There is no such thing as separation. There never was. The mind draws lines across an endless field and calls them boundaries, but existence itself has never been divided. What you call distance is only the space where connection becomes visible. The air between all things is alive with motion, filled with information that passes endlessly from one form to another. The breath in your lungs has moved through forests, rivers, and oceans. It has carried life through the bodies of every species before it reached you. The iron in your blood was born inside collapsing stars. The same geometry that shapes the branches of trees forms the veins beneath your skin and the spirals of galaxies beyond your sight. The universe did not create you as something separate from itself. It became you to observe itself more closely. Everything moves together. The tide and the heartbeat follow the same law of rhythm, expansion and contraction, inhale and exhale, creation and return. There are no opposites, only continuations of the same motion. Every atom, every thought, every word vibrates within the same field of energy, influencing all others. You are not a single being drifted through an empty world. You are the field itself, experiencing form for a moment in time. Physics confirms what spirit has always known. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, it can only change form. When you exhale, it becomes breath for another. What dies becomes the soil of new life. Every transformation is an act of unity disguised as change. There are no isolated systems, only the illusion of separation observed from a limited point of view. If every atom in existence responds to the motion of another, what part of you has ever been alone? If thought alters the space around it, what are you shaping through your awareness? If everything you perceive is part of the same field, what does it mean to say, this is mine and that is yours? Division serves only to remind the whole of what it already is. You're not a fragment of creation. You are the pattern repeating itself, the ocean folded into a single drop, the note that contains the entire song. You are the point where the infinite gathers to witness its own reflection. And when you look outward, the universe is looking back through you. The space between you and everything else was never there. It was only the breath of the cosmos pausing for a moment before it continues to speak through another form.